Joining us now is Morningstar Senior Research Analyst William Kerwin. He has a neutral rating for the stock. William, welcome. So is this perhaps sustainable AI momentum enough to get you off a neutral rating?
Well, we'll have to see when we digest more of the release and the call tonight. But the strong guidance is really the story of the release so far here. You know, expectations were strong coming into the print, and the results were already really pre-announced back in August when Micron raised its guidance mid-quarter. But this guidance blows the expectations out of the water, quite frankly, especially when you consider profitability. And really what we see this showing is that not only is AI demand strong, but it remains significantly supply constrained, and that's really a boost for the pricing from a company like Micron on its high bandwidth memory chips.
Well, it seems like that's the part that you've got to worry about if you're an investor here, right? Is the memory group, more than any other I can think of, is known in technology for boom bust, and there are questions right now about the sustainability of this AI-driven demand. What will it take, given those questions, to convince you, and considering that the supply constraint conditions won't last forever?
Well, the way we see it is that AI is driving a particularly strong and particularly enduring upcycle for memory chips like those from Micron. But it is not eliminating cyclicality in the long term, in our view. So when we look over the course of 5 to 10 years, we expect those cycles to manifest even as AI demand may remain strong over that time. This cyclicality results in a mismatch of supply and demand, and that's a lot harder to forecast for the chip makers like Micron. But over the next 2 years, it looks pretty strong.
I mean, stock's up more than 40% over the past month. It's basically doubled since the start of the year. Do you buy in at these levels? Do you wait for a pullback?
Well, we think buying in at these levels is assuming even more upside from here. And we think a lot of that upside is already baked in. You know, as I said earlier, this outlook for the first fiscal quarter is really exceptional and well above estimates coming in. But the relatively modest stock pop shows that I think a lot of that upside was already being baked into investors. And this really met maybe some of those buy side expectations, even if it exceeded the sell side consensus estimates.